Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dale Chanel's 48 World, where we do the recap and review on K. Michelle My Life. We're going to be talking about the episode that aired for K. Michelle My Life Season 3, Episode 8, Will Puff Go Poof? I'm afraid not. It's not going to go poof. It's just going to take a little more time than you anticipated, K. Michelle. But anyway, we go on into that first scene. She's wanting to sign Gabby, and she meets with Gabby to check things out, to see how she's doing, see what she's feeling about the process and this, that, and the third. Then Gabby breaks down and tells K. Michelle she has no man anymore in her life. She goes on to tell her she don't need a man. She need her music. She need to be famous. She want to be a star. Want to be a star. Want to be a star, star, star. Okay? And K. Michelle thinks that that's her little mini-me because she felt the same way. She felt when she was pregnant, she didn't want the pregnancy to hold her back. And the guy that she had got pregnant by wanted to marry her. And she said, I'm going to get married. That's going to tie me down. I already got a baby tying me down. But I want to sing and I will take care of my baby. Okay. So that's pretty much what she did. And so she's kind of admiring Gabby at this point. But I'm like, Gabby, it's not your life now, okay, Michelle. Stick to your script. Okay. The girl may change later on and go back with her man. Didn't want to get married and have kids. So just is what it is. You just focus on her vocal and get her signed to your record label and move on to the next person. Okay. So anyway, K. Michelle tells Gabby it's going to take about 6 months prior to being seen. And Gabby's looking, her facial expression told it all. She's like, 6 months? 6 months? I'm like, yeah, 6 months is what K. Michelle said. She's putting her in that studio, though, to record those songs that she definitely want to be able to present to one of the record labels that she's going to be signing her to. So she said, oh, yeah, we got to put in work. We got to put in work. And K. Michelle also expressed that she wanted to not just give her the platter. She wanted her to work for it. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Why do we have people that have been down the road? Why can't they just uplift somebody and just give them? They got talent. She knows she has talent. The girl can sing her ass off. Just go on and put the girl on and be done with it. You only are supposed to just sign people to the record label, okay? You already getting your money up front. How they go about failing after that, that's on them. They know in the music industry, they work you ragged. And if that's what you want to do and that's going to be your livelihood, then you must dive on into it and take what you can out of it and get out if it's not something you want to do. But it's definitely a pressure cooker because you're under someone else's rule. It's not like you're making your own music. It's not like you don't have the big machine behind you. I mean, if you want to be a free agent and do it independently, it'll take time, but I'm sure it'll be more fulfilling. But since you're going to the machine and they're going to take all your money pretty much, and K. Michelle's going to get some of it too, go ahead, jump right in. You might well face it now while you're younger and do what you got to do with it and make the decision to stay in it or get out of it. Then you can do something else with the rest of your life. But it is what it is. You want to be a singer, go on and try it. So that's pretty much what K. Michelle was saying. I'm not going to let you ruin my name. I'm not going to let you go out there half cocked. When I finish with you, you're going to be a very well polished machine. I'm like, okay, Kay, whatever. Do it for the television. But honey, go and get your check off that girl and pretty much send her on her way. Okay, then we have Kim Michelle's meeting with a friend to show her how to design some walls professionally in her Puff restaurant, Puff and Petals. Okay, and Jonathan joins her. Oh Lord, I tell you so much. I mean, they look like they had fun. She's always taking her sidekick with her, doing something, taping something. And I'm like, dog, is P. Lonnie getting jealous? Militia, is she getting jealous? Because it seems like Jonathan takes up all her time. Okay, and he likes it, he loves it. Anyway, next scene, Jonathan tells the world he don't have a GED. I'm like, okay, Jonathan. There's a lot of people out there doing the darn thing, don't have a GED, not because they're not smart, it's just they did not choose to go that avenue. And while you're talking about you don't have a GED, why don't you work towards that GED? Go on and get that GED. Okay? It's nothing to be ashamed of. You just didn't make time for it. Now make the time for it while you're making all these other moves. Get that move together, get your GED. Okay? Now hopefully one day get out under K Michelle's butt. Do your own thing. You've been on her or been with her for 6 years. It's time for you to fly. Little baby bird, fly. Because you definitely have some qualities that you can make and be your own boss. You don't have to be under her. But I guess, maybe Dr. Sim's going to have to put an end to that. Who knows? But I don't think he's going to want you to be spending all your time with his future wife, especially when she does become married and she does start to have children. I don't think y'all going to have that buddy buddy type relationship that y'all gotten solidified. So you might be cautiously thinking about getting your own self put on, okay? Because you definitely could have your own show. You're very comical. Anyway, he goes on to take her out to dinner. And I'm thinking it's just a dinner between them two. Of course, there has to be a twist to the story. He goes on to tell her he's so thankful for all the breaks she's been giving him. And she expire he admires her and she inspires him to do many grateful uh, things with his life and all this that and then giving him a chance to grow as an individual. I'm like, okay, you're using K Michelle as a crutch. It's time to get off of the titty, Jonathan, and go and do your own thing. You're a boss man. You look good. You do makeup wonderfully. Now you want to get into this styling thing. I mean, are you going to take the styling thing to the next level? Are you going to go into business for yourself with your designs? Are you going to start designing clothes? Or are you just going to be a stylist to the rich and famous? I mean, I don't know. But you definitely can do a lot more than being on K Michelle's show. I mean, look to get your own show. You know? I don't know. I don't know, Jonathan. I'm just, you're saying one thing, then you're doing another one. You're saying two things, you're doing four more other things. That's kind of contradicting. So I'm gonna need you to get it straight because I know you're not gonna continue to follow K Michelle throughout her whole track record. Even Penny London don't do that. She had a season, but you done been through all her seasons, 1 through 3. Is it ever gonna be a time where we see you popping off doing things? Look at Miss Lawrence. She was on dog, I can't think of it now. Housewives of Atlanta. Then he was doing some other kind of stuff. With Beb Smith and some design show where they do commentary after whatever. You know what I'm saying? If anybody know what I'm talking about, y'all know where I'm going with it. And I'm taping at 1:10 a.m. in the morning. Okay? Because I got off work, I was sleeping. Let me give me some rest, and then I get on into this Kate Michelle episode, because, she doing her thing. I like to see black women doing their thing. And I like to see Jonathan do his thing instead of being up under her. But like I said, just a little point sidebar when I was talking about Miss Lawrence. Yeah, she's doing her thing. She's in um, Lee Daniels movies, Starr. No, he took that platform and he did something else with it. So now he's doing his own thing. He's not following other B-list celebrities on reality shows. He's actually got his own platform to develop himself even more on his own accord. So this is what I really want Kay to do for Jonathan. Let the little bird fly. Let him go. Let him go. Let him fly and be the person that he's meant to be and not stuck up under you and him using you as a crutch and you using him as a crutch, okay? Because you're going into this marriedhood thing, and it's only going to be one best friend, and that should be your husband. Can't have two best friends, okay? I don't care if one of them is straight and the other one's gay. Don't mix. All right, but anyway, just my little point to you. If you ever catch my video. Then we go to P. London. And K. Michelle, sister, also joins the party with Militia. And they all seem to be having a good old great time eating, sharing, and this, that, and the third. And of course, K Michelle is definitely thankful for all they have done for her for this particular occasion or event they're at. Then K Michelle says she's got the house she wanted in Memphis. She's ready to get married to her doctor, dentist, um, Dr. Sims, etc., etc. So the Puff restaurant's not coming along, and she wanted to have it come along. And all these dates, missed dates that she's supposed to be having her grand opening, but she said her doctor friend, soon to be husband, gave her some great advice, which she should have had this advice from her mother and father, but it is what it is. Saying don't rush trying to get things done. When it comes into fruition, it comes into fruition. Don't set all these premature deadline dates just to put something out there that got your name on it, and this, that, and the third. But it is what it is. So she's falling back on that idea, just letting it take its course. And I'm sure when it does open, it's going to be a beautiful establishment. Then we go from there. We go to Gabby. Gabby's recording in the studio, and they are pushing her vocal skills to the max. I mean, K Michelle's just like a little drill sergeant down there, telling her do this, do that. But I understand that. And the girl is young, and she's very immature in some ways, and she has to feel the music. And to understand that concept, you have to be done went through some things. She had to be done experience some things to make what K Michelle's trying to bring out of her. And like they say, some people that been dogged or been in bad relationships, when they get on that recording studio time and they're bringing all their emotions out, you can get a great record. But for that person, you're bringing up a lot of bad memories that they had to get over. So I just don't understand how the two mix and great hits come out of that, because it seems like the birth of very bad pain brings joy to somebody else to survive something that they went through by hearing a certain record. So I guess the full circle of life comes around, but I just don't like hearing a lot of sad, sad music. But it is what it is. Sometimes a bad situation can bring you good fortune with a hit record coming from that pain. But it is what it is. Kim Michelle has brought her crew with her to paint, and Militia gets paint on Jonathan. And then all that little loving they was having, all that little I love you, and we good friends, we best buddies, we know each other. Hell, that shit went right on out the door. I'm like, wait a minute now, hold up. Just because you got a little paint on you, and Militia was right. Why would you wear some clothes to paint in that could have the possibility of getting paint on it and you looking like a hot mess when you're finished with trying to paint K Michelle's establishment? And then you talking about you gonna wear the shit to the airport. Whew. Jonathan, that was some fake and fraudulent stuff, and I was right there with Militia. She ain't have to say all the stuff that she said. And it is kind of childish for her to be painting on somebody when she should have been painting on them walls. But how y'all blew up at each other. I was like, okay, wait a minute now. This is too much. Too much. It's too much catfighting going on between you and K Michelle's friends. I mean, I need you to get some friends and we film with you being with somebody else other than K Michelle all the time. I mean, don't you have a time where you could just film a little bit, like you're going to meet her, but you're filming with somebody else? Because you're just getting into it with all her friends. First you got into it with P. London, then you got into it. With Viera, and then you back down with some other person you got into it. I forgot their name. Then you get back into it with Militia again. I'm like, damn, Jonathan, can you just get along with anybody other than K Michelle? Like, for it's over with, you're gonna get into it with her sister. For it's over with, damn. So anyway, we move on from that situation because it's fake and fraudulent. We go to K Michelle meeting with Shima, discussing her plans for the restaurant. When she get a call from, I guess, a security system saying somebody done possibly broke into her restaurant, this, that, and the third. And of course, her and Shima stop what they're doing and go to the restaurant. And K Michelle really believe that Shima is just as upset as she is. I'm like, K Michelle, shut up. You can only depend on your feelings, and that's warranted. You can't just think but somebody else is, feeling the same feelings you're feeling. And how it came out, she wasn't. It was a setup. They had knew you had a very special surprise for you, but you had already said, she was very upset. I mean, is she a great actress or what? She need to be doing her own thing and acting than being on your show, playing as an assistant to getting your restaurant or project manager since you fired Nicole and you just kept Shima on deck to do your restaurant and bidding of all that kind of stuff. But anyway, you don't know nobody's feelings but your own, girl. Stop it. So anyway, they get to the restaurant and they or her future restaurant of Puff and Petals. And actually, it's Dr. Sims there. He's having a romantic dinner, just playing with her with all her little chefs, all that cooking all her favorite food. Kay thinks, in the midst of that, he has a ring for her. I'm like, Kay, you like me, honey. You be already seeing the scene set and everything. You just can't wait. Like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You know, honey's gonna probably be when you least expect it. At least that's what I keep saying, telling myself, you know. And hopefully I won't be disappointed. Woo! Anyway, he doesn't have a ring. He said, not this time, baby. It's coming. It's coming. So then they started talking about eloping. I thought she was going to have a marriage, you know, maybe in her new home, in her hometown, this, that, and third. Okay. She talking about she want to elope, guys. She want to elope to Las Vegas. Then some time after that, she wants to get married, have a real marriage in marriage ceremony in Colorado, Aspen, Colorado. Okay. Cold as fuck. But she want, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's wrong with Kay. I'm like, go on to Aspen, Colorado now without your twins, get married, and maybe go to. Nah, that wouldn't be good for no twins, no children be going to Vegas. So it is what it is. But she want to elope to Vegas, then she want to turn around and get married in a formal type of setting, have a big old wedding in Aspen, Colorado, with her two twin girls there to join into the excitement. I don't know what kind of oh, I mean, it's fantasy for me thinking it is about her, but she can bring it into fruition if she wants to. But I'm like, K. You don't even know this marriage is gonna work. You know, I mean, you shouldn't go in with any doubts. I know, but what happened to the marriage first? You talking about you want to elope, like you don't have your parents there? No, I don't understand. I just don't understand. But anyway, we move on from there. Okay. And pretty much that was it for K Michelle. She's still confused as hell about what she really want to do and this, that, and the third. She has great plans, great ideas. Hope all of it comes into fruition for her. She seems to be a very nice young lady, beautiful spirit, love to help everybody. But she still have a lot of chaos surrounded by her. I just want her to get it together. But anyway, that was my episode recap of K Michelle My Life Season 3, Episode 8. Will Puff go poof? No, baby girl, it won't. Just keep working, keep driving, keep striving for the best, and you'll have it all one day. Take care. Blessings all. Bye bye.